I'm going to be going for the Dead Space Extraction Platinum Trophy. This game can be pretty rough at times, I'll be honest. The Platinum's about 30 hours. It's going to require multiple playthroughs, and they rate it about a 4 out of 10 difficulty, and that's very true. Honestly, as I played through it, I didn't think it was going to take 30 hours, but we'll touch more on that a bit later. Step 1 is to beat the game on hard difficulty, then we unlock impossible difficulty, which leads us into step 2, while also trying to get 5 stars on all of the levels. After that, we have a challenge mode where we take on 10 waves of necromorphs, and then it's pretty much just cleanup after that if there is anything we missed. Now, if you're like me, you're probably going, dude, what even is Extraction? Well, it's an on-rail shooter of Dead Space. You know, those games kind of like House of the Dead? And it plays exactly like that. But other than that, guys, let's jump straight into it. But if you're new around here,
Crunches when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
now you might be thinking an on-rail shooter. That sounds actually pretty cool. Well, let me stop you there. Unless you like having to grab collectibles frame perfect, and I'm talking frame perfect, on top of various bugs and glitches that I came across, if you still like all that stuff, look, man, this game's for you, okay? So starting off in chapter 1, we're grabbing all the collectibles. We're trying to get everything in our first playthrough, so that way we don't have to worry about the collectibles. Once we grab them, we don't have to grab them again. Well, at least that's what my dumbass thought, and we'll go again more into that a bit later. But for now, we're gonna get these trophies just by doing the story and getting the collectibles. Now, right off the bat, the main character dies, and then we just play as a different character. But it's okay, we get 2 trophies from it. And then as we progress through the levels, a lot of crazy shit happens, like this. The more I played through the game on hard difficulty, the more I realized the game was just annoying. But I needed to man up. I wanted all the Dead Space Platinums before the remake comes out. And as you can see, each level is going to give us a rating once we finish it. And there are trophies for actually getting 5-star rating on all the levels. And there's even alternate paths that you can take in a level. And sometimes even those give you trophies, collectibles, which will then lead to another trophy. And that honestly made me on edge. Like the whole game, you're constantly keeping an eye out for collectibles because again, the camera view is timed. It randomly switches on you and next thing you know, you end up missing the collectible. But it's worth it because we just popped 4 trophies. Some of those are for the stars and then also your accuracy. And then we got into our next trophy, which we had to go through this asteroid field and try and destroy pretty much all of them. We had to survive with only 10% health for the trophy. And as you can see here, I'm trash. However, after a couple of restarts, we then finally beat it and get our trophy. Now, this one didn't take too long, but yeah, you just get pelted the whole way up. I mean, even the ship is shooting at you. We finally dock, and then some dude like comes flying on our cockpit. And yeah, we ended up seeing his orgasm face, which is great. And after seeing that, I mean, we were kind of down bad. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. We were changing and getting ready, and our eyes kind of wandered around the room. We saw a bit too much, but in the end, it was worth it for that beautiful pixelated metal. Now we move on to the next chapter, and at the end, when we're about to finish and get our trophy, they kill the new character that we took over. So there we go again, guys. We're on a death streak, but you know what? We got the trophy and a 5-star, which is always good towards our other trophy. Now we make it to a new chapter, and in this one we have to fight a giant hentai tentacle type monster. And you just have to blow up his tentacles. You also have to get his tentacles stuck in the fan, and that's pretty much it. Then you kill him by shooting him in the center. And I would later find out that this level would haunt me. And make a note that we got 4 stars on that level. So we end up playing another chapter, and we're a completely different person. We're playing as a doctor, and yeah, this asshole kind of screws us over, shuts the door on us, and you guessed it, our main character dies again. It wasn't all bad though. We popped a few trophies and got some more collectibles. Then on this chapter, we end up actually taking control of one of the main characters that, you know, we've seen throughout the whole game, and he also finds out that this guy's an asshole. But you know what? While this donut was giving his bad guy villain speech, he got. He fucked around and found out, and end of the day, he got what was coming to him. We quickly then kinesis our gun to our hand, and then we start shooting the leaper before he absolutely destroys us. We thankfully clutch another 5-star, and then we eventually come to this boss in the next chapter. I wasn't too sure what to do here, and I was running out of ammo, and the next thing you know is like extraterrestrial genitalia just came for me. But then I came because I got a trophy. Now we kind of jumped the gun, thought we won, and he turned around and ended up grabbing our arm, and we had to cut it off to escape for a trophy. We get another 5-star, and remember I was telling you how shit this game's collectibles are? Well, take a look at this. This is right at the end of the chapter, and if you miss this collectible, you have to replay the whole chapter. Dude, it's literally on screen for like a little bit longer than I last in bed. Whose fucking idea was that? Whoever puts collectibles in a game like this, I just hope the other side of your pillow is never cold. After that, we restart the game on impossible difficulty, and we get some miscellaneous trophies that we missed. That one was for shooting a box on chapter 1, and then there's another one for taking an alternate route on chapter 2 to find a secret room full of ammo. Now this next part is not for the faint of heart. You remember that level we got 4 stars on? Well, little did I know, I was about to hate this game a lot more than I did. So in order to get to the boss, we had to go through the level. Now in this level, there's a pipe you have to go through and take out some enemies to progress. Well, it kept glitching on me, and I left my controller for 5 minutes and it never fixed itself. After those 5 minutes, I ended up just saying, screw it, we'll go ahead and restart. Oh my god. Dude, why? After my 3rd attempt, I finally made it past that part. Just for this to happen. Please say psych right now. I'm fucking mad. This is like the 3rd time this has happened to me too with this game. Oh my god, we were literally at the boss. Can't tell if this is video game or torture device, bro. Okay, so we restart the game again. We go through all of that bullshit again, and we finally made it to the boss. We had a really clean boss run, so surely the 5-star is ours, isn't it? Bro, let's go. That's gotta be 5. Come on. That's gotta be a 5-star, bro. It freezes? Bro, I'd be so mad. I'd be so bad. No shot. What? Remember how I said fuck the guy that made collectibles for this game? Well, I'm going to double down on that because you also have to get all the collectibles, a perfect score on accuracy, and a perfect score on perfect reloads, which is doing the quick time event. So you have to have basically a perfect ass run, which I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't think the collectibles would play a part on it. So we did all of this all over again, avoiding all the freezes, and this is what happened. Bro, please. I know my accuracy wasn't really great there, but please let me suck you up. Wait, what did he say? Oh, you reckon? Cleanest? Yeah, maybe. Hey, that's what we want to see. Give me my fucking hard-earned trophy, bitch. Please. With all of the ratings finally out of the way and going through that pain-in-the-ass experience, we are on the final level where McNeil gets on at the last minute. Absolute Giga Chad. He's missing a hand and everything, but he just came rolling up, and we get away, and we beat impossible difficulty. And this would give us 2 trophies. Now, our remaining trophies all have to do with challenge mode. There's 10 levels, 10 waves of necromorphs. Each level will have a trophy if we beat the high score, and at first, we weren't really hitting that high score. So you get bonus points for not taking damage, good accuracy, all of that, and you can see we didn't beat the top score, so I kind of had to go back to the drawing board if we were going to get these trophies. Now each challenge can take anywhere from 8 to about 20 minutes, so some of these are very drawn out, and you want to try and avoid taking damage at least until wave 6 onwards, so it can be a bit tricky. I retried this level and I used a plasma cutter and I ended up getting it. However, while on stream, we ended up finding an even easier way to do it. So the way we found out is at the beginning, you can choose one gun to start with, and then after you complete so many waves, you get a random gun. Well, the one you can start out with, you can just start with the foreskin, and that thing's going to just do the big dick damage, and it made this a lot easier. Not a whole lot to show here because once we used the foreskin, it was absolutely a joke. So enjoy the dopamine, my dudes.
This is number one champion sound.
Well, I'd like to say that we got the platinum, right? We finished all the challenges, but we didn't. We actually ended up needing a second controller, and you couldn't use a PS5 controller, a PS4 controller. Extraction only allows you to use a Move controller and a PS3 controller. It can use a third-party controller, however, it has to have the functionality of a PS3 controller. Now, I did have a Move controller, but I didn't have a PS2i, and that's actually what you have to use. You can't use a different camera. But you bet your ass we didn't let that stop us. We went online, we looked for a PS3 Dude, what the fuck are some of these? Well, we ordered one, and then we played the waiting game.
1 week later.
With our new controller, we could get the co-op trophy and then finish our last challenge for the platinum. So, I saw like a forum post, and people were like, dude, how do you co-op in this? There we go. Second player activated. I don't know if you have to do anything. This might just be the trophy. This feels weird. That's the trophy right there. We then disconnected player 2, and then we completed our final challenge, which meant our final trophy. That should be the high score, and that should be our platinum, guys. Ready? You ready to hear that sweet ding? Get a medic. Man up, sweetheart. And we did. We got it, boys. We got the platinum, boys. Ooh, feels good to be done with that game, I'm telling you. And you want to know what? They were right. It was 30 hours. Because of all the fucking bugs I ran into, the glitches, the bullshit. Well, that's the end of Dead Space Extraction, guys. However, that's not the end of Dead Space. Not by a long shot. But if you're one of my real ones who made it all the way to the end of the video, please leave a comment below that says, man up, sweetheart. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. We have more to come very, very soon. I'll see you guys later. And a huge shout out to our Patreon and YouTube supporters.
Diamond in the sky.